So right now with me I have Andrea Paone. She is the new she's been a year or so, the new executive director of the Glen Eddy, and they're located on Consall Road in Niskayuna. And you can't really see it from the road, but if you drive in, the first thing you see is this beautiful building. So tell me how you've been with the organization a long time.
Yes. Too many years to stay
and doing different things, yeah.
Yes, so I was the director of finance for the retirement housing division of the Eddy before coming to Glen Eddy as executive director. So.
And how do you like being executive director? You don't have to
love
watch
it.
your money at all that way.
It is actually nice having that experience first, but and I was there for the development of Glen Eddy, so it was nice to see it from the ground up. And I'm really enjoying working with the residents, who some of whom are with us today, which is nice.
Now, the Glen Eddy, it has an assisted living component as well.
Correct, enriched housing, yes.
Right. Oh, it's enriched housing, is that what they
enriched
call it now?
housing licensure, yes.
They got more terms.
Yes,
I can't
we
keep
do.
up with it. And so, first of all, tell the viewers, because you're having a workshop coming up on June 16th that it says, is staying in your paid-for home the wisest option for seniors, and which I thought was an interesting title, and I'm sure people would like to find out more about that. What is it that you have in the independent living? What makes that attractive?
Well, I think the building itself is attractive. We have a lot of nice amenities. We have a pool, which I know you have a photo of.
We'll be showing that as we go. There's the exterior right there.
Yes.
And there's the dining room. I'm just watching. And there's the pool. Okay, good. Now we can talk.
Okay. So we have a lot of nice amenities, but it's also the service. We provide transportation and a lot of enriching activities.
So they don't need their car, probably, if they can, unless they want it.
A lot of folks do drive, but yes, we do provide scheduled transportation to doctor's offices and shopping, and
I'm sure that's popular in the winter.
It is. It is. A lot of folks don't like to drive in the winter. We had a tough one this year. So
it has been tough. That's for sure. And so you have that, and so do you buy an apartment or do you just rent it, or tell me a little bit more about that?
Sure. It's called a life lease. There is an entrance fee and then a monthly service fee to provide for the services. So there's dining. People can have 21 meals a month or 1 meal a day, or there's different packages for meals, and
so the cost is based on what you decide to have.
Yep. We do have a standard. We do have a standard package, but it provides for the transportation, the housekeeping and maintenance, and so it pretty much is maintenance-free living, but with a little added service.
With the services, and I know you have a lot of workshops. I mean, I looked at your schedule, and it's like, how does anybody get any sleep? I mean, you guys must be doing something all the time.
I think they would say that.
They're nodding their heads.
A lot to do. A lot of wellness programming.
And you have a gym as well.
We do. We have a gym and a lot of good equipment. And a lot of wellness programming just around balance and things like that.
Because we know that falls are a big thing as people get a little older, maybe a little bit more unsteady, depending on if they're taking a lot of medication. Some of the medications are the ones that contribute to the unsteadiness, and you don't want to fall and break anything, you know. And I'm sure I've seen that you do have workshops on balance and doing yoga and things like that to help increase that.
We've seen some residents with our wellness programming going from maybe using a walker to using a cane to maybe not using anything.
Not using anything because
which is great,
And then you have the terrace.
The terrace.
And what is the terrace?
So the terrace is the enriched housing portion, and we provide that next level of care. So assistance with, it's called activities of daily living.
Okay.
So assistance with
but they
whatever
still have
the
their own
resident
apartments
needs.
And everything.
Correct. Yes. Own apartments. Smaller refrigerator, microwave. They do get 3 meals a day in that area, and so, but they can still provide some meals in their apartment if they'd like.
Yeah. Well, that's really nice. Now, you have a workshop coming up. Can you tell me a little bit about what the workshop is?
Sure. So the workshop, Rick Hunsicker is a national speaker, so we're very lucky to have him, and I actually was able to see him speak at one of our other Eddy affiliates, and it's great because he's actually had the experience. He had a health issue, came through that, and is well, but he and his wife decided to downsize and move to a retirement community. And so he's had the experience of going through that, and a lot of what our residents go through in terms of downsizing and making that decision. And he has a lot of good points of why, even if you have a fully paid for house, why financially and for other reasons it may be better to move into a retirement community. And he actually made that decision himself. So he's very, he's humorous.
So he's walked the walk.
He has, and he's very relatable. And that's what I really liked about, seeing him speak.
And is the public invited? Well, obviously the public would be invited because everybody there already's done it, right?
That's true, but we actually have a mailing list, and then, we always welcome additional folks. So,
okay,
yeah.
so that you could come in and hear the gentleman speak.
Yeah.
And this is on the 16th, and it's at 10:30 in the morning?
Yep.
Okay, so it's a good time. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And so check it out. And if you haven't driven by the Glen Eddy, drive in, just take a look and drive out. So they don't mind if you drive.
Not at all.
Okay,
Not
good.
at all.
And stop in and say hello. I'm sure Andrea would be happy to say hello to you.
That would be great.